Hi everyone, I'm Mo and welcome to Creative DIY with Moondas. And today's video is a little different. I always share crafting, strictly crafting videos most of the time, or some decor. But today it's a bit of mix. I'm going to share some of the projects that I did recently and some I have plans of. And I don't always share them as tutorials on YouTube. I'm going to share them as well as one crafting video. So if you want to watch just crafting or you want to watch the whole video, it's up to you. I'll just put the timestamp in my description box if you want to jump straight into crafting. Now I did a little poll and I felt that about 40% people want me to strictly do crafting and 60% would like to see a little bit more around what I do. So I'm just doing this one video to see your response. If you would like me to share something extra about me, my day, or things that I do that I don't share on YouTube or social media, if you want me to see my other things that I like to do other than what I share on YouTube, want to see some videos like that, maybe I can do once a month such video. And I picked this platform called Sunday Funday for this specific video because this is a collaboration basically where you can share anything, and that's what I love about it. And this is hosted by Yanni and Dine, beautiful ladies, sweet ones from Netherlands, called the channel Deco Easy, and their co-host every month are Kay and Trish. The name suggests they are crafting cousins. They have another channel as well. So all the links to the channels and the playlist will be in the description box. Now to begin, I wanted to share, this is a fabric that I got from Manipur. This is I went there to travel, and this is a state in northeastern part of India. And here the women weave on narrow looms and they make fabric which they use for their daily life. And this is a fabric that they use for a wraparound, a lower skirt kind of thing that you can wrap around your waist and use it. So I got a lot of fabric from there, and I made a long skirt out of it and used it for a long time. And then yet I was left with a lot of fabric and did not know what to do with it for a long time, because this fabric is pretty. It has this lovely stripes in dark green, yolky yellow, yolky orange, and deep maroon. It has very festive colors, but the weaving is such that when there is a stitch line and there is a stretch, the threads tend to pull a little. So therefore I don't want to make it further into garments. So I did not know what to do for a long time. So recently, just yesterday, what I did is I cut these the whole fabric into 14 inches by 18 inches pieces, and then I have neatly hemmed. I just took it to my stitching sewing machine and have stitched along the edges, double folded the edges, squared the corners and double folded the edges and stitched it. And these make a lovely set of 6 placemats. They are heavy fabric and they'll do very well as placemats. And I was left with a little piece that fell down. This is actually it's a smaller one, so I can use it when I'm not using the placemats. I can just place it and put few things that are everyday requirement thing, like a jug of water, salt, pepper, butter, that can stay over this on maybe counters or on the dining table wherever it's required. So that got used. Today I have my nails painted. Well, this is once in a blue moon thing. I'm very comfortable when I keep my nails short and clean, but sometimes, occasionally, or just a passing phase where I like to paint my nails. So not very often. I find it very difficult to manage painted nails. I like them short and clean. I want to share another fabric. Now this is a check fabric. You might have seen it in one or two craft videos. I got a lot of it. I go to fabric stores. I like to buy things and stitch a few things for myself and my home and family a little bit. And whenever I go to these kind of fabric stores, I tend to look for little, you call them cut pieces here. These are basically small pieces of fabric after the whole, how do you call it? Where you have those rolls and rolls of fabric in their stock, in the shops, after they have sold off most of it and they're left with a meter or two, a yard or two of the fabric, they take them out and they sell it at a lower price. I am always on a lookout for them, because sometimes you find great bargains. You find very expensive clothes, fabrics at much cheaper price. So I tend to buy from them, and many times I tend to buy also bulk. So this was in bulk. So this was about 6-7 meters. I did not need that for a project, but yet they said if you take the whole lot, they're going to give me a discount. So I bought this fabric, a whole lot of it, and I made some quilt covers out of it, and then I was left with a lot again. So I'm not lot, but some, yes. So I'm thinking of making an apron item out of it, and hopefully we'll be doing it in a day or so. I need to make an apron out of it. So I have a full video, a detailed video on how you can draft, cut and stitch your own apron to suit yourself, and this video will be linked down in my description box, also on the card above, so that you can check that out. Ta-da! After one day. So isn't this nice? It will be of great use coming summers. The apron is great, is it not? This is not an apron? I thought it was an apron. I did make an apron. Let's see. I did make an apron, didn't I tell you? Here is my apron. It's nice. It has a good coverage on the front. I wish I could have done little on the sides, but as I told you, there was a lot of fabric. I actually ended up making those shorts for the summers. Maybe my daughter can use it the coming summers. And the rest of the fabric I fashioned out by apron. It is double lined. I added some cotton lining at the back side. It's in bright yellow color, so it will only enhance the bright shade of the apron. It's in cotton, so it will absorb and it will help my skin breathe. I'll not sweat because of my apron in my kitchen. So this is nice, got bells and a matching one on the top, and I really like this, very useful. There is also a craft today. So the craft is, I made this beautiful angel, and it has this lovely vibes of vintage vibes with Shabby Chic, with cottage kind of look. You can also call it cottagecore or grand millennial in today's terms. They have these new terms that have come up. Let's get into some crafting. So I'm going to make angels, and for this I took this long piece of corrugated cardboard. You can use wood if you have access to and can work with wood easily. So I just want to mark first the body of my angel. For this I'm just making a triangle that is symmetrical, and then for the head I'm taking any kind of lid that would be round and place it in the center, and I hope it's centered, and mark it. Yes. So this is going to be the shape of my angel. I'm going to cut 2 such pieces of it from the cardboard. After I cut 2 such pieces out, I'm going to add some glue here and stick the 2 pieces together to get some strength. Next, I took this cardboard piece again, placed my angel and positioned how I wanted, and I sketched 2 wings on either side, and I'm going to cut it out. And I always say cut cardboard using sharp knife instead of scissors, so as to maintain the strength of the corrugated cardboard. Got two such pieces. One is the wing and the other is the body of the angel with the head. And I'm taking this shiny red tape, and this I'll use to finish these edges. They don't look nice, so I'm going to put some tape over them. Well, I switched over to the plain red tape because the glossy one was not sticking so well. So change of plans while crafting continues. So the edges are getting clean. Now for the rounded portion, it's easy to work when you are on a straight edge, but for the rounded portion, I like to go all around it first, like this. It's a little tricky when it comes to rounded edges with the tape. So first I go all around and stick the tape, and then I need to stick it in. So for that I cut little snips here and then just glue, put them in. So that takes care of the curved edges as well. So these two pieces are ready with the sides neat. Next I took some paper of my choice. One is this blue paper, cardstock paper, and another is old calligraphy script kind of paper. And I just placed them and traced the outline, and I have cut inside the outline. Both the pieces I've cut inside the outline because I need it slightly smaller so that the red edging is seen. And I'm just going to glue these pieces onto these, the wings and the body, where the red outline will be seen through. Now till this step, if you have such wooden cutouts, you can just go ahead and paint the sides and paint the front in your color choice. Otherwise, paper and cardboard is an alternative. With this much done, let's just decorate it a little further. I'm using a little colors to make some flowers and decorate it. Next I have this beautiful red and gold string and some star cutouts. I'm going to put the string through the star cutouts and tie the string around the neck of my angel, and just a simple knot, nothing much. Now once this is done, I'm just going to glue. I've added some glue here and just glue my angel's body here, and it will become a beautiful angel. I love this pretty angel. It's not very defined, but it's very gentle and beautiful, especially because of the colors and the design. It can be defined as a shabby chic, vintage or cottage feel. Or in today's terms, you can even term it as cottagecore or grand millennial kind of decor, and definitely we are heading towards winter holidays. Lastly, I wanted to share this little swash that I made. Now these are yarns. I have a whole lot of them here. These are basically leftover yarns from a lot of projects that I did in the past, and I have so much of yarn left. I need to use them because they're occupying space. So if I knit them into something, they get used up. So I learned basic knitting and crochet from my mother. So knitting is like knit and purl that I know from my mother, and the rest came out of two C's: curiosity and little bit of common sense. And now with the internet, the world is open and you can learn anything that you want to learn. So I just taught myself a bit of more knitting, and I used to knit a little, tiny pieces for my kids when they were really small. But now I just decided to use up all my yarn stash, and I have, this is the kind of resolution that every year I'm going to make at least one knit sweater or a garment for myself. So I took out this time all the small bits, pieces of yarn, one ball, two balls like that, and I made a pattern like this. So this is going to be a multi colored yarn sweater. So I'm going to go in this sequence and make a sweater. Maybe sometime in one of the social media I'll share this sweater with you. I hope you like this today's video. This is a bit different than what I usually share, not strictly crafting, bit of this, bit of that. Do let me know, sincerely, do let me know your comments in the comment section below. And if you like this, please give this a thumbs up. And if you want to see these kind of video, maybe I can do once a month this type, and rest of the month I'll restrict myself to strictly crafting. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're celebrating Halloween, happy Halloween, and I'll see you very soon with another crafting video. Until then, take care, enjoy being creative. Bye-bye.